We got more technical difficulties than fucking Best Buy.
Back on live.
Yeah, I think so. But at
Well,
least we recorded that part. You know what? Let's just go to the next question.
yeah.
Let's just go. We're gonna get it together. We're gonna get it together. We just some black men trying to figure it out. All right. Could you date someone that never posts you? Like ever. Never posts you on social media, none of that.
I think never is crazy. Never, absolutely. Like nobody knows besides the people who we both associate with, who know we're together, who know we're
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
I feel like that's crazy. I mean, if you can't even get a story post, I ain't even ask you to post me on the, you know what I'm saying, some shit that's gonna stay on your page. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? A picture or something like that. Like if I feel like if you can't get a story post,
Mm-hmm.
y'all ain't for real. Cause it's like there's too many things that you do. Like so when you're with somebody, there's too many experiences that y'all are having. There's too many things that y'all are doing together. Too many random moments. Too many spontaneous moments. And it's like I feel like you have to go out of your way to not post somebody ever. And then you got to ask the question. So like, why is that?
To be honest, I'd be fine with never being posted.
I feel like I feel like if you, it's not a big deal, but you do wonder like, why are you making a conscious effort not to post me?
Mm-hmm.
Because if we're in a relationship, right, we happy. I feel like it doesn't need to be that calculated. Like there's gonna be a funny moment where you do something funny. I'm like, and I just record it. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be so many random moments where it's like you're gonna record, and you know what I'm saying. You might want to record and post your person. I just feel like it's very calculated if you do not ever post your person, and then you got
Okay.
to think about the reason behind that. You know what I'm saying? Like ever is crazy though. Like I understand people want their privacy, and you don't have to put your business all over social media, but it's like if we really together, we really in this.
Then
Like,
post me.
and it's not like asking to get posted, but it's
Yeah.
just like I just feel like that's something that just naturally happens. Like,
Mm.
so I feel like it's questionable in my opinion.
Mm.
If I'm never ever ever posted, not even on the story, which deletes after 24 hours, it's like, all right, what's going on?
What's going on?
Yeah,
You ain't getting posted. That's what's going on.
all right. So that's just that ain't even the biggest issue. It's just a way bigger issue under that.
I don't know. I'm fine with not being posted. I don't know. But I get what you're saying, like never. I feel like you're talking about like the off chance that you just never like ever get posted. Like
Right.
obviously you'll get caught on a video or like I'm talking about like where
Like a post dedicated to you.
yeah, where now everybody knows you're together now.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about. I could record you on a video and motherfucker be like, oh, they probably won't even think anything of it, right? But a post, that's what I'm saying. Like, basically, would you be fine with dating someone that never professed their love for you over social media?
Yeah, I'll be straight with that.
Okay.
I'll be straight with that. Because at the end of the day, bro, social media wasn't a thing at one point in time.
That's what, yeah.
And, social media is a platform now where a lot of people, men and women, look for validation. And that shit just, I mean, nowadays, it really means stuff to people. Like, folks might really break up over shit like that. Like, you ain't post me for my
Like, really.
birthday, you ain't make this known, and you know what
I'm
I'm saying?
about to say,
So,
ying.
so it like, I feel like no. So it's like
That's the country.
Instagram and social media hold a lot of weight nowadays,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like that's a standard. Like, okay, your social media not seeing me, what you hiding? Like, who you
What do
really
they ain't got but
who do you
like
not want to see
2
me?
followers, though?
Come on, bro. 2 followers.
Some people don't have Instagram. I know it's rare, but some people actually don't have one.
I mean, like I said, I'll be cool with it. You know what I'm saying? But as long as, you know what I'm saying, I'm reassured behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying? Like in real life, I really feel that you are for me and the vibe is right, the feeling is right, and I really feel that, and I mean, I'm cool with it. You know what I'm saying? I may have a little, you know, so I may question it at first and be like, damn, like, why are you making a conscious effort to not post me? You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna let that be my deciding factor. Hell no.
Yeah. For me, I feel like if you put too much attention on it, that's a red flag. Like if you're making this big deal about being posted, to me that's a problem. Cause like to me, all that says is you need validation from social media. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what I think. I think a lot of times when you're an attractive man, women will date you just because they want women to know that they have an attractive man.
Oh
They
yeah,
don't
for
even
sure.
know the attractive man.
Oh yeah,
They're just dating them because of,
trophy.
oh,
It's a
I got
trophy.
this my man.
It's a
This,
trophy.
do you even know this man?
It's a trophy.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's like, okay, look, you know what I'm saying? Like, look who I'm dealing with. Look,
right, like
and it stirs shit up. It's like, I don't
you
know,
competing with
kind of,
who?
kind of weird. I don't know. I don't know.
You know, but I get the like the conscious effort of like saying, oh, never. You know,
Yeah,
because
like
that
I'm.
does sound weird too. So maybe it's just a spectrum.
I mean, I just feel like it honestly differs from, you know what I'm saying, couple to couple.
Right.
Like I said, you know if your woman is really your woman.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying, because she's gonna give these things off. Like, you know what I'm saying, we give off vibes, you know what I'm saying, we pick up on things. And if it's one of those instances where, you know what I'm saying, I'm never getting
Oh
posted,
shit.
you know, so I'm never getting posted, but there's other things that's happening off of social media that's
Right.
leading me to believe that you're doing, you know what I'm saying, some foul shit,
Oh.
or you might not be in all the way, you know what I'm saying, because it's just not going to be the social media post.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's going to be other factors that lead up to it, you know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? So, but I mean, all in all, I mean, I'll be cool with it, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay. So what would you like to see more from women? Like, what would you like to see? I'm gonna give you this question. What would you like to see more from women to make men more comfortable? And what would you like to see from men to make women more comfortable?
That's a good question.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to just do it one end. Let's cover all bases here. I know for me, I know the other day when I was talking about the romance, like men need romance, bro. Like, and we got to stop thinking romance is being a simp. Now, I
Absolutely.
get it if she ain't messing with you, bro, and you done bought her the teddy bear, the car,
It's
and
a dub.
whatever. Just let it go, bro.
Leave quick.
Just
Leave.
stop playing yourself. You feel me? But shit, if you like her, it don't matter who she used to mess with, bro. If you like her, bro, do something for her, bro. She
Right.
gonna appreciate it. And one thing you want is a woman to appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
Cause she appreciates you, she gonna show you. I tell you that.
I think so. I'll start on the men's side. I
Yeah.
think I definitely agree with that. You know, we do need to be more chivalrous.
Mm-hmm.
We do need to be gentlemen. We do need to, you know, show, you know what I'm saying, display more acts of kindness, like, you know what I'm saying, flowers, random
Yeah.
dates, things of that nature.
And none of that costs really too much.
I think these days, though, a lot of men get it misconstrued as wherein they think it's all about what you can obtain,
Mm-hmm.
like assets, whether it's money, watches, clothes, cars. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a
Yeah.
lot of men are thinking if they obtain these materialistic things, that's gonna get them the woman they want.
Right.
And now it's like, okay, like fuck the flowers, fuck the dates, fuck the, you know what I'm saying, the picnics, the random walks on the beach. You know what I'm saying? These little things that don't cost anything.
Would you go as far to say most women probably don't even want no Birkin? They just want to. They just want. They
Absolutely,
just want to sunset walk on the beach with you.
absolutely,
You know what I'm saying?
absolutely. Even if they think they want the Birkin,
Right.
you don't want that
You don't
Birkin.
want the Birkin.
You don't want that shit, man.
Cause get what? The time that I gotta put in to get the Birkin, I can't spend with you. Cause I gotta work to get the Birkin.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I think that's another social media propaganda.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
War.
Bullshit. But from women,
Mm-hmm.
I would say I would like to see women get to know somebody first
Mm.
before making a final decision on somebody.
Mm.
So I know first impression is everything, right? So, but get to know somebody first before you see what they have. Um, you know what I'm saying? Get to know that person, get to know their vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Don't look at them and have this fixed mindset as to whereas, he doesn't dress this way or he doesn't have X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? Get to know somebody because 9 times out of 10, the person who you really end up having feelings for is somebody that you didn't even expect to
Mm.
have feelings for. It's probably not the person who wasn't even your type.
Right. Organic.
Right. So I would say that, a more organic way of, um, what I'm saying, meeting somebody, get to know them, and see where y'all go from there.
You know, I thought you was gonna say women. Um, like exactly what you said, but before you have sex with a man,
Mm,
like get to know the man before you have sex with him. If you can't get to know the man before you have sex with him, he ain't your man. Now,
yeah,
now,
not necessarily, but
not necessarily, but
I
I feel
get
like that'll hang your chances.
in general,
You know
in
what I'm
general,
saying? Cause like if I only want to have sex with you, there's only gonna be so many times I'm gonna see you and not have sex.
right?
You know what I'm saying? Eventually, a person's gonna weed themselves out of your life. You ain't even gonna have to. You know what I'm saying? Like when they say time will tell,
Time gonna tell.
time really will tell,
Yeah,
right? But you'll know. You know what I'm saying? Because if somebody really into you, they'll take. You done took a woman out before without the thought of having sex with her.
oh yeah,
Now, would you have? Yeah,
absolutely.
but
But it's
you enjoy her time. You know what I'm saying? You
yep.
probably made other plans with her.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't about, oh, I'm finna,
The
you know what I'm saying?
aura, it's the
Yeah.
aura, man,
You
and
just,
that's huge. And I just think a lot of that shit is blocked out these days, man, just because of the influencers, the the propaganda, all the media, all these false, what I'm saying, idols and all these false lanes that are having people think they want something that they truly intrinsically don't even really want.
but say intrinsic.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like a lot of people these days psyching themselves out to make themselves believe that they want something that they really don't even want.
Mm.
And it's like you might be missing out on the best person. You might be missing out on God's gift to you.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Trying to chase something that you don't really want.
Yeah. But you say this a lot, actually. We want what we can't have. Like, why is that?
That's a great question.
Like, why do we want what we can't have?
I feel like because it's the feeling of achieving, of conquering
The challenge?
challenge, but it's the feeling of being able to conquer something or someone. You know what I'm saying? You get something too easily, too long, it gets boring. So it's just like chase,
Mm.
chase,
But I love the chase, but
chase.
love the
I
chase. I
don't
ain't
I
got the
don't never
bank no
want to
more,
come
but
that easy. Somebody ain't got the bank no more,
but
but
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, if it comes too easy, then I'm worried. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember I was it's this Brent, the old Brent album. on the song. Damn. Uh, No One Knows, and on it he was like, if we about to do what we about to do, and you say don't wear a condom, I'm worried. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying? Don't
I
you?
gotta be the one pressuring you to fuck
Yeah,
raw.
you feel me?
Facts.
Even though I ain't gonna pressure you,
Right, not pressure, but I
you
gotta
know what
be
I'm
the one.
saying?
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
But if you just if you like, oh, why you no?
Yeah. No, that's scary, bro. That's scary as hell. Like,
Man,
'cause then I'm thinking like, damn, who else? Who else?
who else don't win in the
Who else you been
house?
on this with?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Who else don't win in the house?
Like,
Don't wax the
I
floor.
understand everybody hates condoms,
Yeah.
but dog, you gotta hold tight. Like, that's you know what I'm saying. That's gonna put me off to a whole another level.
So would you say that that's because we as men expect a woman to respect their body more?
Absolutely, absolutely. Because if you can't respect it, then it's just like anybody or anything. Like, if you don't respect yourself,
Yeah.
then nobody else is gonna respect you. So
Because I know that's how I am. Like me, if I'm dating you, I don't like you showing all this cleavage. I don't like the dress is too short. I get it. I live in Florida. It be hot.
as
But
fuck.
you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this is the thing. If I have a house, I don't want somebody coming into my house and being able to see all my valuables. I don't want you to know that I got the safe in the back and the code. Like you
With the door open and
yeah,
all
like
type of
that's
shit.
you know what I'm saying? Like I'm private about things that I value.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because nobody values your stuff the
More
way
than
you
you.
do. You know what I'm saying? And I
Big
don't
facts.
respect you too.
Big facts.
You feel me? Like the way you show stuff how you value is how you treat it anyway.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I don't value no woman, yeah, I'm gonna just let her go out and do her own thing. I don't really care.
Especially with women, you know what I'm saying, ultimately being the prize.
Yeah.
So if you the prize, that shit can't come easy.
No.
Can't.
No. No, sir. No, sir. All right. This is what I want to ask you. No, I ain't gonna ask you that yet.
Spicy shit.
Do men really care about physical imperfections? You know, I didn't get the chance to look up what
No.
imperfections is.
No, we do not. 98% of us do not care about that shit.
Right. You know what's crazy? I was talking to this girl the other day, and she was like, we was talking about insecure versus confident. And I was like, as a man, you gotta be confident. You know what I'm saying? I said, as a woman, you don't necessarily have to be confident. Because one, if you're insecure, there's an insecure man out there that will date you.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're an insecure man, you'll drive women away.
Quit.
You know what I'm saying? If you're confident, you're gonna attract just cause the confidence.
And you ain't even the confidence could really be fake.
Fake.
Like you could be the you know what I'm saying?
But I would go as far as say like a woman wants a man that believes in themselves.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like if you don't believe in you and she's supposed to be helping you cultivate your vision and you ain't really locked in on the vision
It's
and you
over
don't
with.
think it's gonna work, what make you think she gonna think it's
It's
gonna work?
over with. It's over with.
You know, like
But I mean, back to the physical imperfections.
physical imperfections. My bad, y'all.
Let's kind of expand on that. What are a few examples?
So I think physical imperfections are like things that a woman would cover up with makeup.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Whether that's like discoloration or like a pimple
Or like a
or a
scar.
scar or you know what I'm saying? Something that is that has altered your skin in a way.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like it's better, honestly, in my honest opinion, I feel like it's better, right, if a woman wears her scars or
Mm,
wears her imperfections proudly. You know what I'm saying? I can
I don't
respect
disagree
that
with
and I
that.
can love that way more.
Yeah,
Because
it
first
tells
of
a
all, I
story.
can see who you are up front.
Yeah,
And when I see that you love yourself for who you are,
Mm-hmm.
that's gonna make me love you 10 times more. And then it's better than you know what I'm saying, masking it, right?
Right.
And then when all that shit come off, you a different person.
Yeah.
So I feel like most men can attest to this. You know, your vibe, who you are as a person, your values, and what you believe in. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? They take like that's up here and all the other bullshit down here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's really how it is. You don't have to be, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to be a 10, bro. Like you can be a legit like 6, 7. And if you have everything in line, like you're a great person, you know, you got the simple things, you're a good person, you're hardworking, you're funny, you got personality, um, you're true to who you are, you support me, you're just a very genuine person, man, that shit
Good
priceless.
soul.
That shit priceless, dog.
Good soul. See, the thing
Priceless.
is, a 10 in looks is gonna lose to a 10 in personality.
Facts.
That 10 with the look, she gonna get in.
She gonna lose
She
to the
gonna get
7 with
in now.
personality.
Yeah, she
She gonna
gonna
lose
get in.
easily.
Not yeah,
I'm
she
talking
gonna get
about
in. But the one with the personality, she the one that gonna stay.
she
You
gonna
know what I'm saying?
stay.
The one that's got that's cool. She funny. You know what I'm saying? You can have a good conversation with her.
Right.
Not just
Laugh.
oh she look good. You know what I'm saying? Because
Somebody you can banter back and forth with. You know what I'm saying?
that shit is lethal.
Like when you don't have to think.
Yeah,
When you in a space with somebody and you don't have to think.
chemistry.
Chemistry. That shit is unbeatable.
That
Well,
shit is
what Future
unbeatable,
say?
bro.
Fuck on a basic bitch. I mean, she, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She ain't an IG model, but you know what I'm saying? She's still a pretty woman,
Man,
and
I,
and
man, I
she,
smash me a base a bit real quick.
cause they be
You
the
know what I'm saying?
realest.
I like to have. I'm a
They be
conversationalist.
real.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Ain't
I
nothing
don't like to be
hidden.
talking to you and you don't even you just not
I'm looking at a
engaged.
blank
Yeah,
wall.
a blank wall. That's no sir. I need I need you to interest me.
I think that's really big for women to know though. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if you a 10 in looks and there's nothing upstairs, there's nothing interesting
Then
about
I'm
you.
staying
You don't have no
downstairs.
hobbies that we can talk about. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I don't know. It's an instant turnoff.
It's like you're not a person. Like you're
It's
just a bot.
and
You know what I'm
I'm
saying? You
sitting
look
here.
nice.
I'm looking at something nice, but that shit just like short circuiting. Like, what are we actually doing?
Nothing. Nothing. And the thing is, I think, and I know you spoke about this before, you were talking about grace. I think in a way we can't blame women because that's how a lot of the world wants them to be. Like this pretty face that doesn't really have opinions or you know what I'm saying? Like, cause it's like the world or America, right? Is afraid of someone that challenges it. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy to say just put on a pretty face or just to do this, right? Because those pretty faces a lot of times are welcomed. You know what I'm saying? Versus the woman that does have an opinion or the woman that does have a personality, right? But having your own opinion and personality is a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? That
Absolutely.
helps. That helps push men. You know what I'm saying? That helps to push the world forward. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think women should be more open to just being who they are. You know what I'm saying? Not that they aren't,
Right.
right? But I'm just saying if you are, I hope that you're fine with that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Absolutely.
truly
Absolutely
showing
and
your
utterly
full colors.
because
You know what I'm saying?
and I can't agree with what you said about, you know, the world wanting women to be, you know, one way, but then saying they want another thing. That's
Yeah,
absolutely
it's a
valid, man.
trend thing. You
And
know
that's
what I'm
why I
saying?
said I mean, we do have to give our women grace
Yeah,
because, you know, as men, at times we can give a lot of mixed signals. Um, we
Mixed
really,
signals is the worst type of signal for a woman.
oh yeah, no, for sure, for sure. But
Yeah.
man, it's just like when I look at the reality of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
All these IG models and the tens and the supposed influencers and all these women who,
What's a
the
10?
okay, so a ten automatically has to be a 10 in looks. To be a complete 10, like visually, the first thing that I see about you, that has to be a 10. That plays a
Mm.
factor in it. Personality, for sure. I think values, for sure. You know what I'm saying? What you got upstairs, what are your values? What do you want? Knowing what you want, I feel like that's a big thing um, that adds value to a man or a woman. What you want, knowing where you want to go, having your plan laid out. Somebody who can add value to you. It even goes that far because if you can add value to me,
Mm-hmm.
if I'm at my best and you can, you know what I'm saying, even add on top of that, that's priceless.
Right.
Um, there's so many things that go into it. I think it goes as far as having, people around you, the people you associate yourself with, the crowd you're with, the things that you take in, the things that you believe in,
So
your
we viewing the
habits.
whole board
You know what
for the
I'm saying?
10.
Like a ten is that's a perfect score. You go to the Olympics, a 10 is a perfect score.
So let me ask you this then. Do you think a 10 exists? You think a person out here can score perfectly, knowing that we are continuing to grow, continuing to evolve. Because if you're a 10, what does a 10 evolve into? A 11? You know what I'm saying? Like I think a 10, I think the idea of it should be changed. I think a 10 is relative. Like your 10 and my 10, one ain't the same. Now, we probably see a woman that looks a 10 and we both can agree on that. But after we both meet her, maybe one of us still thinks she's a 10 and the other might not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To be honest, I think it just all depends on what you value, right? Because I think a lot of times we don't want the most beautiful woman. We just want a woman that we find most beautiful. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
And it's
Like,
and I get what you're saying too
mm-hmm,
because it's like you really don't even have to stack up to a 10 in every single category, whether it's looks or any of the things that I just named. Um, man, I think it really just comes down to who you are, um, how we fit together,
mm-hmm. The added
just
value part you
the
were talking
added
about.
value. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you make me a better
I
person?
think it's also we got to add in what can I do for you? Make sure 10 too. You know what I'm saying? Because if I can't do nothing for you, then like you ever met a woman that made it seem like you can't do nothing for her? You know what I'm
Uh,
saying? Like,
I would say no because I'm very picky in particular.
right,
Like I've only been in what three serious relationships,
right,
and that's just how picky I am. So the ones who I've ended up with are the ones who really seen the most in me, and we were obviously compatible to
right.
a
I'm
really
not talking about dated.
oh just
Like you've
okay
ever
just
met a woman that just
okay
made it
yeah
seem like
yeah
you
I
can't
feel
do
like
nothing for
I
me.
feel like we've all been there.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like she can be a 10, but like for me, we just won't work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I think the physical imperfections, I think it depends. No, I don't think men do. Truly.
We
I
don't.
truly don't. I don't think
We
men do.
really honestly, bro. we are not as picky as women
We're
are when it
really
comes to
not.
choosing a
We
partner.
we are
Not at
sweet, not
all.
even moderately.
Not at
It's niggas out here that'll take anything you throw.
anything.
Like, and they be knowing it too. That's why they be talking about, oh, these dudes in my DMs. You, it's dudes out here that no matter what the car looks like, they're gonna drive it. And now, maybe those might not be the dudes that you want, right? But I think even the dudes that you do want that may want you back, they will work with you if you have imperfections. Because we all have them. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless they're just this super high and mighty guy. You know what I'm saying? Like we understand when we're dating a woman what we're getting ourselves into as a man.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
Before you even make the decision, like you realize, okay, this is she probably gonna act this way or whatever. Like you prepare yourself for what you're getting yourself into.
Always.
You know what I'm
And we
saying?
always know.
I
Always.
always know. You know what I'm saying? We done already decided that we fine with one of your nipples looking different than the other. That's okay. You know what I'm saying? We done realize, okay, it's fine that, you know what I'm saying, the drape's a little longer than the curtains. You know what I'm saying? That's fine. You know what I'm saying? But
So let me ask you this
yeah,
though, because
go
just
ahead.
talking about that right there, just kind of
Okay.
this question just popped into my head. So
Uh-oh.
okay, so men as being the ones who are the providers, right?
Okay.
In general,
Mm-hmm.
why do you think it is that we care less about or are less picky than women when it comes to choosing our partners? Why? If
I
we're gonna be at the head and we're gonna provide and we're gonna do everything that we do as a man, why are we less picky than the women are?
mm, oosh. To be honest, I would say one, we as men, we're simple. Most of the things we want, you can't buy. You know what I'm saying? We want respect. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you can cook. It takes time to learn how to cook. You know what I'm saying? That ain't something you just buy. You know what I'm saying? Unless you went to school for it or something. But or love, you know what I'm saying? Like nourishment. I think we're less picky
The intangibles.
because I think when you think about it, a woman at her base is those things. You know what I'm saying? Like a woman at her core, I believe, is one that is able to nurture, one that respects their man, and one that loves their man. Also, I feel like as men, we understand that just because you look how you look, that don't mean that we're gonna be together. Like looking good
Not at
don't do
all,
nothing but
baby.
get you in bed.
Yeah,
That's what it gets you.
simply,
You know what I'm saying?
simply.
It don't get the ring, it don't get any of
None of
that.
that.
You know what I'm saying? Your heart gets that. You know what I'm saying? Unless a man just made up in his mind that this is, you know what I'm saying, he done committed to the idea of what he believes you are, right? But I think also we're less picky because as a man, if you have your vision, you don't really need the most specific woman. You need one that respects you and buys into what you're doing.
Well, you hit that shit on the
You know what I'm
head.
saying? I don't need fucking Michael Jordan. I just need fucking Robert Horry. He got 3 rings. He got 5 rings.
Feel me? Role
He was on
player.
the team. He hit the shots when I needed him. He was there. I don't need the best. I need what's good for me.
And I
You
think
know what I'm
I think
saying?
touching off that also, the reason that we're less picky than women are is because,
Mm-hmm.
we take on that masculine role and we have to protect, we have to provide, we have to do whatever it is we need to do
Yeah.
to fulfill the role of being a man.
Yep.
And I think the last thing that we want to do is have somebody who we have to quote unquote handle. You know what I'm saying? After everything we go through, at the end of the day, as a man, we just want somebody who we can come home to and be our peace.
I said that
Um,
the other day, boy.
and it's not about being subservient. It's just about having somebody there, like you said, who can nourish, who can just make me laugh. Like I might come home after a bad day of work, and you might just do some funny shit, and
Be
that
my
that
real
shit,
sunshine.
you know what I'm saying? And that shit might turn my whole day around, whole 360. Like I've been there.
Yeah.
Um, and I also think, you know, for women, you know, I do think it is an innate thing where they do have to find the most competent person. Because you know, women, you know, most women in general, they want to live a soft life. You do got women out there who want to, you know, take it the whole way. They're not really worried about dating too much. Their careers are first on their plate.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like in general, as a whole, women want to live a soft life. So in order to do that, you do need to find somebody who can take care of you, and not just in a, you know,
Financial aspect.
right, not just in the financial aspect, but just the most competent individual that they can find for what they want. So,
Yeah. That was good.
been over there
All
bad.
right. How could a woman bring up things she wants to change in the bedroom without bothering her spouse?
Oh,
I thought about this a little bit.
bro, I feel like it's only one real answer to this.
What's the answer? Don't bring it up.
Nah, you definitely got to bring it up.
Like just leave a note
Nah,
on the
because
kitchen
if you
counter and
don't,
be
if you
like, let's try this.
okay, so if you want to, because basically what you're saying is there are some shortcomings,
No,
and
not necessarily. Let's say it ain't no shortcoming.
so it's just something that they want to try.
Okay, let's do two on. One of them is shortcoming, and one of them she just you probably ain't did it before. Let's say you ain't ever spit in a girl's mouth,
Okay,
and she wants you to spit in her mouth.
okay, so I feel like
Would you just rather her say, "Hey"?
so what you really have to do is, and I feel like a lot of people don't do this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like men and women, we don't do this. Like you ever met a girl, right? And he was like, damn. Like I know I done met a girl before, and I was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? We started talking, we started doing our thing, and I'm like, damn. I hope she on what I'm on, because you know what I'm saying? Shit be X-rated. So I
Freaky
just
boy.
I feel like, man, you really just have to, you know what I'm saying, tell them
Yeah.
like, you know, this is what I like during.
No. How can your woman bring it up to you?
I'm telling you that
Okay.
she has to let you know. Okay, so first they got to start off and tell you, you know what I'm saying, what they like that you're doing right. I feel
Okay.
like that. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying?
So compliment first.
Yeah, you gotta you gotta
Compliment
you gotta
first.
set it up that way.
Compliment first, ladies. That's one.
It's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I love the way you do this. Let's try this a little bit. Let's see how this work out. You know what I'm saying? You have to start that way.
Okay.
Because as a man, if you feel like your lady is giving you, you know, something that if she's presenting it in a way that is making you feel incapable or you're failing at,
Yeah.
you're not gonna receive that in the best way. So I feel like the best thing to do for the ladies is to like let your man know what you're doing well
If he ain't
first.
doing that well, and you just
If
gotta.
he ain't doing nothing well, then goddamn,
He ain't doing nothing well. We going through the whole sheet.
I don't even know if I
But
can
I
answer
love you
that.
though. I love you though.
She's just gonna have to break it to him. I mean, if you ain't doing shit good,
Like,
you
like,
got to
like,
be doing
like, like,
something good,
like you
bro.
put the condom on fast, and she like,
Like,
she like
bruh,
that you don't waste no
if you
time.
ain't doing nothing good, bro, you might not got no hope. Like, you got to have a strong woman who really love you to the core, and then if you do, you gotta do a few things right. You got to. It's over with. I mean, shit. Well, she might tell you to go get.
So
It's over with if she ain't
I
doing
think
nothing
that's a
right,
good
bro.
idea though. Like you said, like first saying something nice, and then let them know, hey, let's try this,
Let's
or
try
let's
this.
try
Let's
that.
maneuver
You
into
know what I'm
this.
saying? I think to
That's
be,
how you do it.
yeah, I think that's the best way.
That's how
It's
you
it's
do it,
it's
bro.
actually nothing else I can say
Because
after that.
it's not coming to you as an attack, right?
Right.
It's starting off on a positive note. You like, okay, this the direction we going. Okay, okay, yeah, she feeling me. She like this and that. Bum 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 bum. And then okay, well, you know what I'm saying? Let's try this. Cool. Simple. And that way you're not just fixated on the negative.
Right.
You're not just fixated on I'm lacking in this aspect. And now you just go into this whole shit storm of things you thinking about, and it's bad then because once you start thinking too much,
It's over with.
it's over with.
Once you start thinking, you start sinking.
Now you
Like
ain't
that.
getting hard.
Yep. That's the worst. Then they gonna tell you it happened to everybody. It probably do. But it don't matter right now. Cause it happening to you. For real. It don't even matter right now. Okay. So if sex is off the table, and women, I want y'all to answer this too, at least to yourself. If sex is off the table, what could your woman do to keep you as their spouse happy?
You know, I don't think it really differs much. I feel like the same things that a woman, in my opinion, should do or provide for me as a man.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it should be those things, like being a nurturer, being somebody who I can vent to, somebody I can talk to, somebody that I have things in common with, somebody that when I'm in a certain mood, they know what I like.
Mm.
Um,
Somebody that really knows
somebody
you.
who knows me, somebody who I can connect with, somebody who I can laugh with,
You're big on laughing.
somebody who, you know,
Mm-hmm.
somebody who knows how to bring the best out of me when I'm not feeling like myself.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? If sex is off the table, it's purely connection on a intellectual level
Mm. Or spiritual.
or spiritual.
Well, I
It's
would
just
say any level besides physical.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Cause a mental connection, a physical connection can't reach you. You know what
Nah,
I'm saying? Cause
nah.
that mental
Because there's
connection,
limits to that.
right? That mental connection, though, that affects every other connection. You know what I'm saying? Like you meet you a girl, you just hear with.
Right. And I feel like a big part of that for us, for men, especially with somebody who we want to be serious with, you know what I'm saying? We really do need that. We need that spiritual, that mental connection. Because honestly, that's really what makes the physical part 10 times better. Cause
Yep.
we can have good sex, right? One night stand and just like some casual shit. But if we hear on a whole nother level mentally, spiritually, that shit is nigga way like it ain't no words to describe just how much better that is. And that's the first key.
Mm.
What it is. You gotta stimulate my mind.
Yeah. I agree, man. Stimulate my mind is the best thing you can do. Cause the thing is, you can have great sex with a person, but eventually you're gonna realize that's just all it is. Great sex.
And good sex don't mean that we a good match.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
No cap.
Good sex means you probably just done had sex a couple times.
Yeah.
You're good at this because you've been doing it. Let's just be honest.
So for you, what's something on your list, right? When you're looking for a woman that you want to take serious,
Mm.
what's like something that they have to have that's on like a top two list, or is it just something that might catch you by surprise when you meet somebody new? Like something that they might have something that you didn't even think that you wanted out of somebody, but when you met this person, you was like, damn, like I ain't never felt this before. I ain't never experienced this. So like, what's your take on that?
Um, I would say I'm big on like old school music. Now
Oh, that is
that don't mean oh L likes a woman who
that boy
like
that
old school
old.
music and you go fucking listen to old no. if you're a woman who likes old school music, you're raised a certain way. You know what I'm saying? You listen to certain music. You're probably in tune with your soul to an extent. Um, like me, I'm big on how I feel, how you make me feel. You know what I'm saying? If you're listening to what I'm telling you, right? Like I remember I was like, if I'm dating a girl and I tell her I like the office and she pull up with a fucking the office t-shirt, I'm like, this she was listening.
That shit just earned her
You know what I'm saying?
30
Like,
cool
yeah,
points.
like okay, you
Quick.
feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need you to like the stuff I like, but
Right.
if you remember the stuff I like,
Yeah.
and
That's big.
that's big. You
That's
know what I'm
big.
saying? Because it's one thing to hear me, it's another thing to be listening and thinking about me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ever been dating a girl and she brought you back a t-shirt? She said, oh, I was just thinking about you, so I bought you this t-shirt when I was out getting me something. You
That's
know what I'm
like
saying? Like,
that's men's Birkin right there, boy.
yeah.
That's all Birkin right
You was
there,
thinking about
boy.
me
That bit might have came from Target.
for real. And I don't even
$15.
care.
Now that's big though, bro. And I do feel like the reason that men get so excited about those things is because you know, as men we take on a different type of pressure, right? And we're so focused on what we have to gain. Because I feel like in life, you know, as a man, your value is solely not solely, but
A large portion.
mostly in part is based on what we can provide,
Mm-hmm.
what we have. You know what I'm saying? And
Service.
not even in a materialistic way.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it be knowledge, whether it be money, whether it be assets, whether it be like as a man, we're trying to achieve a grade A in every single metric that we can
Mm-hmm.
to be the best man that we can be, possibly. Because it's really there's no end to it. You know what I'm saying? As the world goes on, there's no end to what there's no cap. So we're constantly trying to rise ourselves above and change and adapt and this is we're doing all this in the midst of the real life emotions and things that we deal with that we might not have somebody to lean on and bring us up. We still have
Yeah.
to achieve these things.
Yeah. Because one thing
Um,
about a man is you'll lean on yourself a lot of the times. I feel like because you don't want your woman to have to worry.
exactly,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Like if I have to let you know, just know this is my last resort. I did everything I could for it not to get here. You know what I'm saying? Because once you let your woman know, it becomes even more real. You know what I'm saying? Because now she's a part of it, right?
Now that wall is down,
Exactly. You know what
down.
I'm saying?
You
Also,
vulnerable now.
when you get to that point, you will hope that the woman you have, she doesn't worry to the point where she's like, well, you ain't holding up your end of the bargain or whatever. But she says, okay, well, let's figure this out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's the
and I think a
one.
lot of times you probably just don't want to put your woman in that position and have to make that decision, right? But just know before we got to this point, I did everything I could by myself or with other members of the team or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing I feel like you don't want is your woman to worry. You know what I'm saying? You want to set up an environment where she feels comfortable to be her best. You know what I'm saying? So,
And I think I won't call it a like what you described. I won't call it an unfortunate reality for men,
mm-hmm.
but in a lot of circumstances it is because you know there's so many instances where if you express vulnerability or if you
Mm,
express I mean that pretty much sums it up.
yeah,
If you express vulnerability, it's like so that's a lot of women out here today who really get the ick.
yeah. You opening
You,
you exposing
you
yourself.
know what I'm saying?
You
And it's
are
like
you are
we're really we're really not allowed to
feel
feel to make it a standard for ourselves to be heard
Mm.
and to be able to be nurtured and to open up ourselves for a woman to bring something to the table that can bring us up out of those times.
I like being the little
You know what
spoon
I'm
too.
saying?
You know what I'm saying?
So I
How
feel
you
like
feel about that?
uh, I'll be the little spoon if I'm drunk, dog. If I'm drunk and I'm in the bed, fuck it. Hey, big spoon, little spoon. I done been them all, man. Hey, fuck it. But
Yeah.
no, I think going back to one of the questions that we spoke on earlier
Mm-hmm.
is something that women can do better for men is like show more gratitude. Because as a man, right, like we just discussed, we go through hell and back, every day trying to be the best man that we can be. And what I'm saying, to have a woman that doesn't show gratitude or doesn't appreciate you is kind of like a slap in the face.
Mm.
Like it's a Mike Tyson slap in the face. You know what I'm saying? So to
Yeah.
have somebody who can really recognize your grind, recognize your hustle, and recognize what you're doing, your vision, where you're going, and really show gratitude, like genuinely show gratitude,
Yeah.
like that type
What it
of that type
is,
of woman will really build you into a Superman.
yeah, yeah. What it is women, not women, men operate better off of praise. You know what I'm saying?
Wholeheartedly.
Like motherfucker might have cleaned the clean clean the house. Okay, babe, I see you.
You feel me?
Cleaning up and shit. You feel me? I might be like, you know,
It's the
you feel me? I just, you know what I'm
smallest
saying?
shit, bro. The
You know
smallest
what I'm saying?
thing.
Like one thing I used to love, you know what I'm saying? Like if I'm dating a girl, I fry some fish. She love the fish. Eat the whole plate.
Eat all that shit, baby.
You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, you feel me?
Like even if I play some music and then I hear you playing the music later,
You know what I'm saying?
you know what I'm saying? Like, bro,
That shit,
it's
that
the
shit.
it's the intangibles. The intangibles. It ain't got shit to do with the physical. It's the intangibles, man.
They gonna make me fuck you better.
You feel me?
I want to eat your pussy a little more.
Everything,
Like what?
everything, and that's one thing that I do feel that a lot of women need to gain the game on
Okay.
to try to secure the man that you want.
Mm.
It's really gratitude. And you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you really do, as a woman, you do have to stroke your man's ego. Like you have to do that. Like that's one thing as men we love because we working every day to amount to be the best person that we can possibly be.
Yeah, you need some ego, bro.
And to have your woman look at you and be like, man, ain't nobody like him.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother level of just confidence that you putting inside of me. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
like don't just have the approach of, I'm coming into this. Obviously have your boundaries or whatever your standards are. Like hold on to those for sure. But these, materialistic or surface value or face value, like the little bullshit that, you know what I'm saying, like a lot of women today say that they need in order to be with a man.
Yep.
It's like, man, you might be with somebody, you might go with this dude, right, who looks like all this shit you say you want, and he ain't gonna do a fuck thing for you. But go turn up that other dude that you really want to take a chance on. Go see what he about. Go raise his level and see what you really get in return.
I think one thing we should also try to understand is when we ask for these things, try to understand what type of man this would be.
Mm-hmm.
If I want a man who makes a lot of money, he probably don't have a lot of time. If I want a man who spends a lot of time with me, he might not make that much money. You know what I'm saying? If I want a woman that says she likes The Office, okay, maybe she likes dry humor. What's a woman who likes dry humor like? You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes I think we don't know what we're asking for. We're just asking for it because in our mind it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of not necessarily asking, but this is what I think the best thing for us to do when we're trying to find someone to date is to find ourselves. Because once you find yourself, you find your interests. And when you find
That
your
boy
interests,
spin.
most likely that's the circle that the person that you want to be with is in. You know what I'm saying? If you're a woman who fucking like she fitness, don't be trying to date the dude who be drinking 30 beers at the bar.
Drinking lean and
You
shit.
feel me? Like that ain't him. Or at least right now that ain't him. You know what I'm saying? Like he's in this stage of his life. Sometimes you can want a person, but maybe they ain't in that stage of life yet.
Facts.
And either you gonna stick by them and whatever, however the fuck they gonna get to the next stage, I don't know. But when you decide what you want, I think we gotta figure out what kind of person that fits, and not based on how they look. Because a lot of times, the person that looks the best is not the best for you. You know what I'm saying?
Hopefully they is, but
Hopefully
shit.
they are, if you're lucky. If you're lucky.
But it's the
But
things that you're not really. A lot of the times, it's the thing that you're not looking for.
exactly.
Like how often, and I'm asking you this, right?
Yeah, talk to me.
So how often have you said to yourself, right? Okay, out of my dream woman, these are the things that I'm looking for. Out of all the relationships that you done been in, how many times have you encountered somebody who is remotely close to exactly what you felt like you needed? Or did you meet somebody who had some of the things that you wanted, and the rest of it was just something that they brought to you that you didn't expect to be with, to, you know what I'm saying? Like, how often do we really find exactly what we say we want?
I think a lot more often than we think. I think, at least for me, and I'm gonna say this is why I had to stop fucking with them damn Taurus. Them Taurus women, they be knowing what I want. They be breaking my heart. But anyway, I think a lot of times we say what we want and God will give it to you, and then you realize that ain't even what you want. Or at least for me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of
My point
like I
exactly.
don't even be like, God, I want this or what. Nope. I ain't telling God nothing. I'm gonna let him do his thing. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'd be like, I remember, God, I want a girlfriend. He was like, all right, I'll get you a girlfriend, all right. First heartbreak,
Taurus.
terrible. You know what I'm saying? Oh God,
Was it a Taurus?
yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then,
Damn.
you know what I'm saying, your friend, your girlfriend's friend, her day was a day after that one. I should have known that that one was gonna be what it was gonna be. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? See, the thing is, I think the
Uh,
thing with a lot of us, we can know we're doing wrong and still do it. Stop.
but why?
I
Why?
don't
Why?
know. That's just the, I don't know. You may think that maybe this time is different. And maybe it might be.
And maybe what we say we want ain't really what we need.
A lot of time what we want really ain't what we need. That's why when you have a friend that tell you what you need, sometimes you don't want to hear what the fuck they got to say.
Yeah.
Because it ain't what you want to hear.
Like, nigga,
But it's
man, I
what
ain't
you
trying to hear
need to
none of
hear.
that shit,
Yeah,
man.
I
As
ain't
soon as
trying
I
to hear
go
none
home,
of
you be
that,
like,
man.
man, that nigga,
And you
man.
know it. You know you shouldn't be doing it. You know what I'm saying? But I think a lot of times, a, a lot of people are more attractive before you meet them. Soon you
Mm,
get to know them, you like, no, I see why you were single. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever it is. But I know for me, a lot of people get less attractive the more you know.
that's unfortunate. That's
What you
that's
think?
that's highly unfortunate.
What you think?
Um, I mean, if I'm speaking solely right from my experience, like I said before,
Yeah.
I'm a very particular person. I'm somebody who's only been in 3 serious relationships my whole life. So the people who I've decided to take it to the next level with have been people who obviously I felt align with me
Mm-hmm.
to the point where we could take it to that next level.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but on the other hand, um, being that in my 27 years of age, I've only found two or three people that I've gotten to that level with, I feel like adds to your point. Because it's only ever been about every 2, 3, 4 years that I've found somebody like that.
But should true love be easy to find?
True
It's not
love,
easy to. It's not easy to hit the lottery.
no, it's not.
You know what I'm saying? Like we're asking to find our one true person out of however many people live out here. Your person might not even be in the same state.
No, that's facts.
You don't even know.
That's facts.
You
That's
know what I'm
facts.
saying? They might not even be in America. I don't know. But if we're basing this off of a feeling that I get, and I get a different feeling with every person, which feeling feels the best?
And you know what? I don't even think it's about the feeling that you feel
Mm-hmm.
initially or early on.
Mm.
It's really and
I
this
feel
see
you.
and this is getting a whole lot deeper because
Yeah.
I feel like this is where marriage does come in
Mm-hmm.
because you can feel a lot of great feelings
Yeah, you can.
with a lot of great people, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what they call the honeymoon phase. So
Everybody
I
love the
I
honeymoon.
think once you get beyond that, it's not about what pleases you.
Mm.
It's about what
What's best
you're.
for us?
It's about what's best for us, but it's also about what you're willing to
Mm.
deal with long term.
Mm.
Because just like you said, the more you get to know people, the less attracted they get. Um, but I think the more time, just as humans, the more time that we spend with something, whether it's like a car, a toy, or something, we always feel the need to want something that's different in some way. Like we think we can get better with every relationship or every job or every we always want to one up what we got. I feel like just as humans, man and woman. So
Right.
I think what we all really need to focus on what are we willing to put up with? What can we see and say, you know what, this is close enough to what I've envisioned for myself. Yeah, it's not going to get exactly there, but I know the person that I'm with is going to strive to, um, meet the needs that I have,
Right.
and vice versa.
So I would ask you this because I would say maybe I'm a victim of it.
I would
Want
say a victim
wanting
of it.
to meet someone that immediately when I meet them, I'm like, yeah, they're the person for
How would you know that? What do you need? What do you need to feel? What do you need? Is it just a
me. I don't
feeling?
I don't know. I don't know because I mean I know people that are married. Like for example, my sister's married. She's been
Okay.
married for over 10 years.
Okay.
She said when she met her husband, she was like, oh yeah, this is the person I want to be with. Now I don't know if he felt like that. You know what I'm saying? He never said he never. I never asked him. Maybe
Yeah.
he did. Maybe he didn't. Right? You know what I'm saying? Maybe she really felt that was her person, and she willed that into fruition.
Fruition.
Fruition. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But that's part of like what I be thinking. Like, you know what I'm saying? My Cinderella or something.
Yeah. Nah, I get that. I do feel I just
Do you feel like that's realistic?
I don't feel like it's realistic because I mean, so is okay. So there's compassionate love, right? And there's companionate love, and I learned this in psychology. So the compassionate love is basically like what you feel in the beginning. Companionate love is what you feel when shit is ugly, when shit ain't exactly how you imagined it or pictured it, or when you having the doubts or y'all arguing. That's what you have to decide. Okay,
Where you have to choose.
yeah, it's like it's not a negative thing, but it's realizing that you're not going to get exactly what you want out of whoever you're dealing with. You're not going to get exactly what you want. You're going to get used to that person.
Yeah. The 80-20 rule.
So it's like you just I feel like individually you have to be at that point in your life where you say I'm really seeking this because we all want companionship,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's in our 20s, 30s, 40s, 80s.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? For most people in general, we all want to end up with somebody who pretty much aligns with our values, um, and we can see ourselves being with for the long run.
Right.
So I think a lot of time what we get misconstrued is going for what we think we need to obtain.
Mm-hmm.
Because at some point, as humans, we're gonna have to settle because nothing's perfect.
Right.
So I think that goes back to where the saying like the grass isn't always greener.
Mm.
Because I guarantee you, you can be with the quote unquote love of your life, right? And you can go and find somebody else that surpasses that person in maybe like say half the categories.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, you do have to just narrow in on that one person who you feel like you can actually sustain longevity with for the long run. So
All right, give me 1 second. Damn, that been going for an hour. Okay. I'm gonna press stop and start again.